So this is it, 2019. This is the haul this year, and should take about 5 to 6 minutes to light this off.
If that long.
If that long. Yeah, it could be less.
A little conservative, I think.
This year, got something fun. We're actually going to use this to detonate them, so I don't have to run around lighting fuses with my buddy. These are all gonna get glued onto boards. I'll show you guys how we do that. They're gonna get glued down, and then all the wicks are gonna get run together, and we'll have a bunch of different displays that we light off. There's a lot of work ahead. Would you guys believe there's a Ford Raptor under there? You see the tail light? Super excited about these, Archer's Revenge. 300 shots. I'm gonna put 2 of those out and have them cross streams. Never cross the streams, unless it's the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. What are these boards for, you're wondering? Yeah, I'm gonna build a house.
Are we gonna make it 220, 221?
So we are working on pulling the fuses out, and then we're gonna get all the fireworks set up on the boards and hook them up to this ignition system. This is what's going on right now. If you're worried about us, you don't have to, because we have air conditioning. Lots more work to do tomorrow. We're gonna fuse everything together and figure out what's gonna go off with what, and check back in later. What we're doing right now is we're pulling the paper backing off the fireworks, and that's because we're gonna glue them down to the board with liquid nails, and we wanna glue them wood to wood. If you glue the paper, sometimes the firework can still flip over, and that's bad. So again, we cut that paper off and expose the wood underneath. This is the DB-R01X, and the way this works is you take these little E fuses and you run them from this box, put the wires into the terminals here, and you connect this end to one of the fuses on a firework. All these are labeled. This is channel 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is channel 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you want to fire this one, you would switch this to channel 2, it's already on there, and you would press number 5 to fire this first one. Kaboom. So we'll do a quick little demo, and you guys can see how it works. In my opinion, one of the goofiest features of this box is this, the fire all button. If you press that, it fires everything. That's not good. So we've got our firing system set up. We're doing a test run here. So we've got number 2, so channel 2, number 5, and let's run over to this fuse piece, and we're gonna make sure that that works. So we come over to our box here, and we're gonna go channel 2. So you push that button to 2, and you're gonna press number 5, and then it should light this off. There she goes. So each one of these is a one-off. Once you use this, that's it. You can't use it again. Actually, sometimes you can use it one more time if you get lucky, but typically they're a one-use thing. Also, we have a bird in our garage. We have birds that made nests on our porch, and this little guy flew in here. He was on the fan up there, but I don't know where he went. And he will not leave. No, you cannot poop on my car in my garage. You gotta go, bird, you gotta go. What they're doing right now is, what are you doing right now?
We're gluing down the fireworks. We're safety people. We're excited about providing entertainment for the neighborhood. We're not excited about burning them alive. Well, a little bit. It would be cool if people got burned.
Actually ended up with more fireworks, which is embarrassing, but here we go. These are fountains and some little shooting stars. These go about 30 feet. And so this is the first board. This is gonna be our second board. This is our middle board. No, this is the grand finale board. This is the middle board over here.
Catching the fuses and stuff.
So we anticipate the show being roughly 4.5 hours. This is just a quick burn to see how long it takes to go through 4 feet with this wick. It's a nice slow burn. So you can wick a bunch of stuff together, and then you really only have to light one fuse, and this will just travel around the board and then light your next thing at the end. So the verdict is 4 feet is about a minute. Each 1 foot strand will burn about 15 seconds. So knowing that, we can come over here and start creating our wick sequence to light these up. We're gonna light this one. This one's gonna travel up here, break apart, and it's gonna light this one, and it's gonna light this one. So these will be going off together. These are both about a minute long, and meanwhile, the fuse continues to travel around here, where it'll light off this one, and then this one. So this will give us about, this is 2 feet, this will give us about a 30-second burn till we start. You got about 15 seconds here, and this one will start 15 seconds later, give or take. And then these come along about, that'll be about 30 seconds. And then these will start shooting while these are still going. And anyway, it'll be fun. That was a job. Okay, first thing we did, buddy put a cap over that fire all button. Why would you even have a fire all button? It turns out some places don't let you keep fireworks set up all night, so if you're doing a professional show and the weather is not cooperating, you can't let it sit there all night, so you fire everything off. That is the sad reality. We ended up with 4 boards. The first one is fountains. This is the next board. And this is all wired to this 76 Pro line ignition box. Recycle. We're gonna press the first sequence. It's gonna light the fuse here. It's gonna come around here. This one's gonna blow 4 seconds. It's gonna come down here. It's gonna set this one off. Then it's gonna keep going around here and it's gonna set this one off about 30 seconds later. So it's gonna go boom, 20 seconds, boom, 30 seconds, boom. So that's how we set it up. Press a button. This one goes 10 seconds later. This one goes 15 seconds later. This one goes, anyway, you get the idea. This is the middle board. And on this one we decided, well, this is part of the grand finale, these guys. But on this one, we decided to just run wicks because, I mean, this just takes forever to do the wiring, and this will be almost as effective. So for example, this one, we're gonna light it here. It's gonna go boom, shh, boom, shh, boom. Light it here, shh, boom, shh, boom. So this one's manual till we get over here, and then this is part of the grand finale board. This one's all wired up to the ignition boxes. So this will be a pretty big sequence. We'll go, start it off here, boom, boom, it'll go boom, boom, come down here. This is like a 300 shot. No, this is a 200 shot, I can't remember. These are 300 shots, these are insane. Anyway, this will shoot off after those, and then these just get launched off in between some of these other sets. So for the grand finale, it'll actually be, let's see, comes in here, it's gonna light this one, this one, this one, this one, lights off this one, and then we're gonna do an Archer's Revenge during that, and at the same time, the monstrous palms are gonna be shooting off, and those are staggered. And then I've got some tanks. I don't even know why I have these tanks. I hope this works. I hope nothing goes off prematurely. I hope nothing misfires. We'll see. Something always goes wrong every year, but this is the first year I've ever decided to make a video, but I do something like this every year. Don't use these smoke bombs. They're like industrial, military-grade smoke bombs. They're insane. When it gets darker out, we will take these outside. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It's supposed to rain. It's been kind of windy, but we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed for good weather. So it's a little too windy to do fireworks tonight. Yeah. Things are going to hell over here. So we got all this wind, but look at that sky. I think maybe it'll clear up. Quick firework tip. We are back on, by the way. Cut the top of your fireworks off. It's not pretty, but it's okay. Then your paper won't blow off all over the road. That saves you a lot of hassle when you're cleaning up after your fireworks. So cut all the paper off. Everything's all set up, all the paper's removed, and we got quite a good turnout despite the late announcement that the show was back on. Little start for our show. Looks like everything's burning the way it should. There we go. I'm using the remote. So now we're on to manual boards. We had oops. These are awesome. Mishap here. Mishap with the Archer's Revenge. Probably can't really see it. These went off and they shouldn't have gone off yet, but that's okay. We'll figure out something. So we got to come over here now. We're gonna do.
Right here, Cam?
We're gonna do the next one in the series. Yeah.
Locked it right here.
Yep. That's a wrap. It's 2019. Now it's time for cleanup. Still loving these hue lights. So at this point, everything's cooled off. I moved it back inside because I think it was alarming people. One quick thing, when you take the paper off, it's actually kind of hard to tell which fireworks have gone off and which ones haven't. So a couple tips. Be really careful if you look inside. I don't think that's a great idea. You can look for scoring around the edges, and you can also look for fuses. So if you've strung a bunch together and the fuses are gone, then those have gone off. We did pretty good this year. Everything went off except for one firework over here. And again, the unfortunate incident that we had was these guys all went off together. That was our finale. Those were not supposed to go off together, and not till the end. But that was an incredible mid-show performance. And I think it kind of made the ending a little bit disappointing because we fired off our finale part. And these didn't come in, these two. This one would have actually come in over here, but yeah, these two didn't come in, and what can you do? Now, as far as disposal, a couple options. You can kick these off the board, save the boards. I'm not planning on saving them. So we got this. That is how you take care of giant firework boards. It's too hard to haul them off to the dump. What's in there? Oh, yes. Here's the day after. This is where we did our show. I don't think there's a big mess left over. I feel like we cleaned up pretty well and got most of the debris all swept up and carried off. These are the remnants. We didn't shoot these off because I wasn't feeling certain that they wouldn't tip over, so never shoot anything off you're not comfortable with. That is the end of this video. This is not a comprehensive firework display video. It's just sort of a video to show like how we set stuff up, what we do over here. Maybe you guys got some ideas for your show. I don't know. Just something fun that we do each year, and wanted to share it with you. I am here with my firework dealer, Michael Patakin. He's the man who is responsible for this monstrosity of goodness. If you are in Utah and need any fireworks, this is the man to contact. Please tell the people a little about your business.
It is Mr. Patakin's Firework Emporium. I will treat you well. Newfangled fireworks at old school prices.
Reach out to Michael. He'll take good care of you. He takes good care of me.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too good. I don't know. What have we done?
I have fed an addiction. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.